Welcome back to Spring Into Math 8. Today we're starting the third lesson in our geometry unit. Today we're going to learn to describe translations, reflections, and rotations. Now, if you're having a hard time remembering what those three things were, go ahead and watch the previous video and the last lesson we just did. So let's hop right in together. Let's look at a reflection and learn to describe what we're seeing here. So I've already highlighted in yellow here our line of symmetry. That's the big vocabulary word when we're talking about reflections, line of symmetry. Basically, the line of symmetry is the division of the mirror image of the images. So on the one side, we have what looks like an odd-shaped polygon. We have the points 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, and 4, 5 as our coordinates for that image there. And we're going to look at how we describe what we're seeing here when it's reflecting over the line, which is highlighted in yellow for us. So let's just look at that image, or that point 4, 5 for a second. It's up there at the very top of the screen. Now, the line of symmetry, when we flip our image, it's very odd here because we actually are repeating the same coordinate. And that's due to the case we have a peak or a point on our polygon here. So 4, 5 is going to stay as a coordinate. But now let's look at the coordinate 2, 4. Now, if we go back to the line of symmetry, we count the number of spaces to the left here. I've got 1, 2 spaces. That's where that 2 comes from, the x value. So if I go back to the line of symmetry and I count 2 spaces to the other direction, I'm going to land on the mirror image of that point, or what we would call the coordinate 6, 4. Now, if we repeat this process here for the remainder points or coordinates on our image here, or our graph, we're going to go ahead and get that mirror image or the reflection of our original image. So figure A and figure A1, or figure A with a little hash or a little comma mark above it. Now, transformations. These are everyone's favorite. They're pretty simple. Now we have figure A and figure B here. Figure A has the coordinates of -1, 3, 0, 2, 0, and -1, and that's about it for that image. So figure A. Now, let's take a look at the transformation, what happens from the point -1, 3. I'm going to count over 1, 2, 3, 4 spots to the right and down 1 spot. Now, that is the same point on that image. We have -1, 3, and when we do a transformation, sliding 1, 2, 3, 4 units over and 1 unit down, I have a new coordinate on figure B, which is 3, 2. Now again, if we repeat this process for the remaining points of figure A, when we connect all our new dots on figure B, we should get the same shape and image as figure A, or a congruent figure. Let's do it together one more time. So we have the point 0, 2 on figure A. Now figure A, remember, we're moving over 4 units and down 1. So I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, and down 1 unit. So the point 0, 2 from figure A now becomes the point on the coordinate plane 4, 1 for figure B. Go ahead and try that next one on your own. The last coordinate we have, 0, 0, -1. That's our figure A image. Just slide that dot, your finger 4 spaces over and bring it down 1, and we'll land in our new coordinate of 3, -1. So in review for transformation, in this particular case, we're moving over 4 units and down 1. Rotations. Let's learn to describe what we're seeing here. Now, this rotation actually has a little bit of rotation and transformation built into it. So almost 2 things in one. So remember, the rotation is basically rotating in 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, and in some cases they may ask you to rotate an image 360 degrees. So based on what we see here, I think that our original figure A has been rotated 90 degrees clockwise to make the shape of figure B. So not only has it rotated 90 degrees clockwise, it's also been slid over a little bit. So we will also figure out how many points it translates over. So we have on figure A the point -6, 2. Now, if we rotate that image 90 degrees and slide it over a little bit, we get figure B here. -3, -2 is the point that -6, 2 turns into when we rotate it and translate it. So when we rotate it, we will be actually moving over 3 spots as well. So we can describe this rotation in simple terms of it rotated 90 degrees clockwise, and you can also add, for extra knowledge, that it has translated or transformed over 3 units to the right. I hope you had fun learning how to describe a few different things in geometry. Catch you in the next lesson.